Do you remember the first hip hop song you ever heard?
It was definitely Sugar Hill Gang for sure. And then I think my dad played a bunch of Run DMC, a bunch of stuff like that.
Mhm.
And I think everything, bro. I just wasn't into it. Like I was into like Michael Jackson and stuff like that. When he would play that type of stuff, I liked it. The first, I'm embarrassed to admit this, the first rap song that I liked, that I was like, this is fire. Throw that on again. Was like was Sir Mix-a-Lot. Baby Got Back. That's the first rap I ever learned front to back. I
Well,
like
what you
Big.
just said about you having a girlfriend, I could tell because you a freak.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, nah, that was even way before I had a girlfriend, way before. So I was like, I like Big Person. So but then I think the I officially became a hip hop head when um when Tribe dropped the Scenario remix and Black Sheep dropped The Choice Is Yours. I saw those videos and I was like mind blown. Like, this is what I want to do right there. Like, I want to do this. At the time I played saxophone, I played alto saxophone, baritone. My father already taught me how to mix. And it's like I was mixing stuff that I really ain't like. Like I knew how to do it, but it's not like I was super practicing. But I'm talking
Mhm.
about when hip hop became my thing. Not my
Right.
dad's thing, not my mom's thing. When it became my thing, was watching the video music box, little kid, watching Saturday morning cartoons, them joints finished, and I'm just like, let me turn on the box. And I'm just like, yo, this is what I need to do. Rakim, don't sweat the technique. And
Ooh.
I know that's later Rakim. That Rakim is like goaded way before that. This is the end of Eric being Rakim. But when I heard that, I was like, yo, what the heck is this? And yeah, that's when hip hop became my thing.
So what was it about like Sugar Hill Gang and Run DMC that didn't appeal to you to that level? It was just because it felt like dated to you at the time, or you
It
just
felt dated. Yeah, it felt dated. It felt like I don't know, bro. I ain't even got the answer to that. It's just it felt like, oh, that's my dad's stuff. Like,
Mhm.
it's his music. And I'm looking at what's current. And what's current is like, some Michael Jackson or whatever. I forgot what album he had dropped. I think it might have been the Black and White album. And that's like later
Mm.
Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? The joint where he had the single Black and White.
Right, right.
So
I know what you're
like
talking
that
about.
with the little corny dude rapping on that joint. That was dope to me. Like, yo, he's nice. So I liked what my friends liked, and I can't even remember what those songs are, bro. It's just like there's timestamps in my life, and there's like before hip hop and after hip hop. And before hip hop, it's just like nothing really mattered. Of course, my family life did, but none of that mattered. After hip hop, is like life turned up for me. You know what I'm saying?
So would you say that DJing was almost like your favorite your first element, sorry, that you got into?
Absolutely. It was
Okay.
my only element. I ain't break
Okay.
dance or none of that. It was my
What? You
only
ain't do
element.
the crazy you ain't
Nah, I ain't do none of that, bro. I'm bow legged as hell. I can't do none of that stuff, bro. So, so
but
yeah.
you were into graffiti though, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So, but DJing first, because my dad would be like, yo, come here. Like, yo, this is how you mix. You got to match the tempos. And he would show me how to mix. And I just remember everybody being at my house, and my dad would make, before a clue, before, any of these DJs, my dad would make mixtapes for people with the records, with the vinyls that he had. And then not just hip hop, bro. It was salsa, merengue, whatever, bro. He played everything. He serviced everybody, and he did mad different parties. But so I learned how to mix first, then came the graffiti thing. For me, rap felt like a far-fetched thing. I started to freestyle, and me starting the freestyle was really just taking other people's raps and inserting my name in it. Like Snoop Dogg and stuff like that. So I would do stuff like that, insert my name, and my mans would be like, yo, he dope. and I'm just biting other people's rhymes. And then I would start to change words. Then I started to really freestyle. But it just seemed like a far-fetched thing for me. And it's just I was gonna be dating the graffiti dude. Even the DJing was like, I'm all for that. So I was that graffiti dude with the book bag with all the graffiti on it.
Well, wait, Datin came from you needed a tag name though, right?
I needed a tag name. Yeah.
And then you came up with deranged artistic talent invading Newark,
Invading
right?
Newark. Yep. Yeah.
And then your friend was like, "That's Datin."
Yeah, I said something stupid. I just needed something with big words. My man, his acronym had big words. His joint was smoke. And his joint was scientific method of killing enemies. We little kids.
Well, that was really popular at that time, though.
Yeah,
like
it was. So I'm just like, yo, I want something that means. And when I said that, he was like, that spells dating. And I was like, I like that. And that's it. That turned to my real name. Everybody would call me that. Freaking teachers would call me Datin.
Wait, but you forgot that transformed to Triple D, Datin the Destroyer.
Yeah.
Because right, because of the wrestler Axe the Destroyer, right? That you was it.
Yup. Man, yep, that's exactly where it came from. The Triple D came from that. I wanted to extend my name and I don't know, little stupid kid stuff.
So how old were you when you wrote your first rhyme?
I would say 10. It was mad
Damn, so
trash.
still early.
Yeah, it was trash. It was super trash. But
can you spit it?
Dang, son, I don't even know if I want to embarrass myself. It's so bad.
On.
I said, my name is Eddie, and I'm here to say that I like this girl in a crazy way. Some crap like that. Like, I can't
you still rapping like that?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So then, yeah, and then I left it alone, and I knew that joint was trash, so I got up off of that, and I would just freestyle, and I would record my freestyles, remember them, refine them when because sometimes you babble, and then I would try to remember those things and use them like a written. I didn't understand the concept of writing rhymes yet.
What were you recording on at that time? Just like a tape recorder?
Bro, some Little Fisher Price first. It was some Little Fisher Price
snap.
toy
joint
that my mom's bought me to play stupid tapes that came with books, but you could record. I would take the paper and put the paper in the cassettes that would come along with these books, He-Man or whatever the heck, Transformers, and I'm just like recording over them, freestyling, my man banging on the table.
Damn, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So then that eventually becomes early on, like you lying to your mom and taking the train to go battle in front of like Fat Beats and the New Yorican Cafe, right?
Yeah. It started in Newark first. So I was in school and I remember seeing this dude who was still to this day one of the illest MCs, and he just never, I think he put it to the side. He never like got on. His name was Slither. And he would be in the school holding the trophy that he won at this battle. And it was like this prestigious battle in Newark, New Jersey. It was called Lyrical Combat. And I would see him with the trophy, and I'm like, man, I could do that. And I wasn't nice like that with the battling. I ain't never battled nobody before. And I'm like, yo, I could do that. And I would tell people, like, yo, there was this other dude that he would spit his verses to me. And I remember one day he slides over his desk. We got a substitute teacher. My school, now I'm in high school, and this joint is like hell. Don't nobody care about what we do. We not doing work. I'm graffitiing all freaking day. My man slides over and he's like, yo, he spit this verse to me, and I tell him, I rap too. He's like, let me hear something. I said, I freestyle. You got a beat? Like, he was like, nah, spit a written. I said, I ain't got a written. He was like, yo, that's my challenge to you. Write a rhyme. And I went home and I went crazy. I wrote my first real rap. And I took that rap. I brought it back the next day. I was preparing that joint. I was mad confident in it. Cannabis was out at the time, and I idolized him and Chino XL with the wordplay. So I'm just like, yo, I sounded like them. And I did what I was hearing, what I admired, what I esteemed. And when I spit it to bro, his name was Dramatic, he looks at me, he gets out of his seat, And this is in the middle of class. So just tell you what type of school I went to. He just walked out of the class. Nobody said nothing. Teacher ain't say nothing. He walked out of the class. Bell rings. I get out of the class, and the class is by this dead end, and it's the stairwell that you gotta be careful. You get beat up in that stairwell, and he's like, "Yo, come in." I go in the stairwell, and why he got like 4 or 5 people in there that I had beef with, like issues. They from the projects that was jumping us when we was kids. So
Oh,
now I'm like,
snap.
ah, and he like, yo, spit them that verse. And I spit the verse, and they all went crazy. They lost their minds. And that day made peace with all of them. We was all good. And I knew right there, it's like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be a rapper. I'm gonna be a rapper. I think I was a freshman I think I was a freshman. So I'm like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. And I was writing every day. Couldn't tell me nothing.
Wow.